The Davos Alzheimer's Collaborative was established in January 2021. It was launched through the World Economic Forum, and this was largely led through George Brandenburg, who has been championing, sort of how to move forward with, research in the AD space, particularly with the idea of trying to figure out ways to accelerate discovery and, discovery, validation, and implementation of treatment options. And I think what I would say Davos's I'll back up for a second. So the Davos Alzheimer's Collaborative is actually made up of three major programs. The first one is the Global Cohort Development Program. And that is really with the objective to build a truly, what I like to say, a truly global cohort, not sort of global, not, kind of global, but actually putting sort of front and center the concept of maximizing inclusivity so that we are trying to include anybody, anywhere, regardless of what is the resource infrastructure that they have in place. So really the concept of equal opportunity science is something that we're really pushing forward, both in terms of who is being studied as well as who is doing the studying. Another arm is the clinical trials. And as we know, clinical trial studies today are highly biased toward high resource countries and settings. And so really the idea here is the same as the global cohort, which is to build the capacity to do clinical trials in a much more representative way than we have to date. And then another arm is the healthcare systems preparedness, because at the end of the day, the idea of global cohorts, which is to provide some observational data, clinical trials, which is to try to identify new treatments. But ultimately, the goal is to get this to the hands of into the healthcare system, in which not only healthcare providers, but also patients and their families will have, real world opportunities to mitigate both the risk for the disease, as well as, take advantage of any interventions that are being shown to prove effective.